We've been waiting for Tenet for a very long time, and it does sound like chains like yours are going to start to try to build a strategy around it, right?
We are. We're very excited about it. So Tenet is a new release from Warner Brothers Studios and from director Christopher Nolan. Looks very, very promising. It's the follow-along, although not a sequel to Inception, which reached its 10th anniversary this past weekend. And it had a very strong international opening last week to about $53 million, including in Canada in 41 markets. And so we are anticipating a very strong opening week and weekend. It officially opens tonight with some early shows tonight through Thursday, and then the wide release with a full schedule will be Friday.
Yeah, no, it's getting advanced press in ways that maybe no movie ever has. Tom Cruise tweeting videos of him going to the theater himself to see it and saying that he loves it. So to the degree that there is demand to see the film, how's it being met with the safety protocols and the capacity constraints that you're having to live with?
So we have a national program in the works, which piggybacks off of a program that we developed for our Connecticut theaters, which as you probably know, we're allowed to reopen back in June, which is called Safe Cinema, and well, it's Safe Cinema on our end, Cinema Safe on the national end. So it's essentially the same program. The highlights are that we're selling 50% of all of our available seats. And we're 100% reserved in our seating, so that no matter when you come in, you know that you can be assured that you've got at least 6 feet of spacing around you when you're sitting in the auditorium. So every seat on either side of you, and then a seat in front and a seat in back. We're allowing families that live together or groups that cohabitate to sit together if they would like once they get into the auditorium. But other than that, you'll have very, very ample space around you. We're asking that all of our customers wear masks when they're in public spaces, that they keep them on in the theater unless they're eating or drinking, which we welcome them to do. All of our staff is wearing masks. All of our staff is wearing gloves. We're maintaining appropriate social distancing in our lobbies and in any public spaces, such as restrooms, et cetera. And the reaction so far amongst the public has been very, very positive. We've received a lot of compliments from people who say that they are appreciative of the effort and that they feel safe, they feel comfortable. And the numbers over the last 2 weekends have reflected that.
Ben, Leslie Picker here. I'm curious, you have only about a fifth of your movie theaters that are actually operating right now in 3 of the 6 states where you have locations. How long can you sustain as a business in this environment, especially with the capacity restraints? I'm sure you have additional costs with regard to cleaning and staffing and technology to make sure that your patrons are safe here.
It's a challenge. I think that if we can gain traction in, you have to look at it a little bit on the national stage, if you will, because right now we're at about 62% on a national level of North American screens that are open and operating, and that's in 44 states in the United States. So that shows you just how much concentration there is on the coast, in particular New York and California, which are not open yet. California just has a plan now to start to open in some counties, and New York is not open yet. We need to ask those governors and officials to recognize what's been done in other states safely and what the public response is, and the fact that we're operating in a way that is keeping our customers safe and allowing business to reopen and continue, in order to open those markets, which are very, very important to film producers and studios and distributors, because if they're going to continue to support exhibition and continue to gain the revenues that they need to gain to make their money back from these very expensive big movies, they need to have all of the markets in the United States open.